Home Life and Style is brought to you by the Pinehills, offering inspired new homes and daily adventures just 45 minutes from Boston. Longfellow Design Build, architect and builder for Cape Cod and beyond. Snow & Jones, a fixture in New England homes since 1952. And by Classic Tile and Stone, your tile and stone destination.
Hi, I'm Parker Kelly. Welcome to Home Life and Style. I am passionate about design, food, and travel. I love discovering new places, meeting new people, and sharing who they are, how they live, and what they love. In each episode, I'll introduce you to a new destination through the eyes of the people who call it home. Join me as we celebrate these towns, these people, these homes in style.
Today I'm on my way to the South Shore of Massachusetts, to a one-of-a-kind community, a vibrant and thoughtfully designed village within the town of Plymouth, known as the Pinehills. The village green is the heart of the Pinehills, and all paths within lead to it. The village green has it all: a large and charming grocery store, doctors, dentists, a coffee shop, wine shop, boutiques, restaurants, a post office, you name it. One of the more recent additions to this spirited community is the Farmers Market at the Rye Tavern in the Pinehills, with a mission to provide an open space market for local farmers, artisans, and small businesses to connect and share with the community. The Pinehills is like its own world. If you live there, you almost don't need to go anywhere else. But if you want to, you're pretty close to Boston, Plymouth's historic downtown, as well as the bevy of beaches the South Shore is known for. The Pinehills is a draw for many people indeed.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change.
I'm on my way to meet Christine in her 2,500 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2 full bath, 2 half bath, 1 studio cottage in the neighborhood of Pinehills known as Cobblestone. Christine, an artist, has lived in the Pinehills for nearly 15 years in 4 different homes. Christine bought this most recent home in the Cobblestone neighborhood in the fall of 2020, a few months after the passing of her husband, Rick Shea. Rick, who passed just 16 months after being diagnosed with brain cancer, was a compassionate and caring man, a golfer and a talented trial attorney. He was the love of Christine's life since the very first moment they met. They were together for 44 years. Christine and Rick loved living in the Pinehills. They loved the community, and it's that community, along with the convenience and safety of Pinehills, that have been a great comfort to Christine since Rick passed away. Christine loves the Sconset Nantucket feel of her new home and neighborhood, with the rose-covered white picket fences and the crushed seashell walkways. We're going to meet Christine, see how gracious, grateful, and gifted she is, tour her sweet home, meet some of her friends known as the Penturas, and learn about the memorial legacy she created in honor of her husband to help other widows. And then Chef Jes Childers from Mirbeau is going to do some cooking, and we're going to celebrate home life and style, and especially life in the Pinehills.
Hi, Carpe Diem. Oh, nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, Carpe Diem.
Seize the day. Thank you. I like
Show me your home, please. Show me your home. Your entry is very welcoming.
Thank you.
With all your paintings. So pop of color right there.
Yeah, I wanted
in the
everything to
kitchen.
be monochromatic, and I wanted it to be about the art.
Yeah.
The color is the art.
Yeah, so when did you start painting? Like what?
Well, I think I've always painted.
Always?
Always. I started with watercolor probably 20 years ago. And about 15 years ago, I picked up an oil brush, an oil paint, and I never went back. And I love it.
So what material is this? It's not a granite.
Quartzite.
It's a quartzite.
Yeah, and this is a leathered granite. I wanted soapstone, but it's very unforgiving.
And I love the two tones. Do you love that?
Yes, I do love it.
Well, this is pretty. This is a really
Thank
pretty
you.
island. You lived in the Pinehills
For 13 years.
for 13 years. Was that your like retirement home? Were you thinking this was like what neighborhood were you in?
Well,
What-
he really wanted to move here. My daughter was still in high school. He loves to golf. So we would drive down here, and he really wanted to move here. And I said, you know, I'm leaving my friends, my family. I don't know if I'm going to like it. So we bought a home here,
Yeah.
and we used it on the weekend until my daughter graduated high school, and I did like it. We loved it. So we sold that and decided to build our dream home here, sold our family home in Westford, where I raised my children.
Yeah, Westford, yeah.
And we
That's a
built our
nice
dream
community.
home on Rycroft, right in the second hole of the Jones course. Beautiful lot, beautiful home. And we had 10 years. That was our 10-year plan. We were big planners. That was a 10-year plan, so 10 years comes, okay. Now we decide. I've also always had a second home in Naples, Florida for 25 years.
Oh, I saw your Naples sign.
Yep, Naples.
There it
Yep.
is.
So we were there always. And so we decided to sell here and build our dream home in Naples, which we did. And we rented here while we were doing that for a while. And then we decided to keep something here. My husband's an attorney in Boston, and he still was going to court a lot. He was a trial attorney. So he decided to buy a condo, so when he came back, if he had something, he'd have somewhere to stay. So we moved into our dream home in November of 2020. And 4 months later, he was diagnosed with brain cancer. So he lived 16 months.
So a tiny bit of a little change of plans.
Yep, the best laid plans. When you thought you were going to zig, well, guess what? You're going to zag. Serendipitous. This house came to the market, and I walked in, and it felt right. It was me. And so here I am.
And here you are.
Yeah. So I've been in four houses here. Also the rental community. So yeah, I've stuck around.
This is a really safe,
It feels, yes.
beautiful community.
Yes,
and
it really
this feels
is.
like, I feel like I'm in Nantucket.
Right.
Those are the things that you have to like, you take those things that make you happy, and those are the things you live for now.
Right. And you make that list. I did.
You
What's
did.
the top of my list?
Yeah.
And the
What
top of
was
my
it?
list was feeling safe. Feeling safe.
Yeah.
Because your safety just is pulled out from under you.
So this is your living space, which is, I love the open living is beautiful, but I
Thank
love
you.
your black chairs. Those like
Thank
wicker
you.
black chairs are gorgeous.
And I know when I like something, I know it.
Yeah.
I walked in here, it was my house.
Yeah.
So it was an easy decision.
Yeah.
And so also it has you'll see the beautiful studio downstairs. And here
Darla's coming
here they
with
come.
us.
She sounds like a herd of elephants. So this is
Too
what
much
sold
going-
me the
oh.
house. When I walked in, I thought, all right, I'm home.
Oh,
I'm home.
goodness. What a
It's a great studio.
space. Oh, my gosh, Christine.
So this is where I'll have classes, hopefully in the fall. So if people check out my website, they can find out about the classes I'll be holding for widows and widowers.
That is so lovely. Now, so can anyone come if they're not widow or widowers?
There'll
or
be a
just-
separate group, but I'd like to just do widows and widowers. And all the money, all the proceeds that I make from my classes and the sale of my art will go to my foundation, the Richard Shea Memorial Foundation. and
Is
it'll be
that
called
your...
We Are the Widows of GBM. So I want to help. There were a lot of young families that are devastated. I was one of the lucky ones. I had him for 40 years. And he left me, in good shape, took care of me. It's not the case for many people. A lot of young men who are just starting their lives, young families, don't have life insurance, struggling. So I feel like that's where I can make the biggest impact.
I'm so enamored with you.
Thank you.
I'm just really, and we're gonna go paint now.
Let's paint.
I've got joy to share with you in my arms. Just a little hug every day will solve your problems. I've got love to share with you in my pocket. Just a little kiss on the lips and we'll skyrocket.
At Longfellow Design Build, we design and build new homes, new kitchens, new additions to your home. We handle everything from conception to completion, working in unison with you, for you, so you can have the home you envision, so you can have the home you deserve, so you can focus on what's important. Longfellow Design Build, architect and builder, for Cape Cod and beyond.
Need a fresh, new look for your kitchen or bath? Snow & Jones can help you get there.
We've been located on the South Shore in Cape Cod since 1952 as a family business, so it's given us a long time to establish roots and a good reputation, to be a company that people know you can trust. I think we always tell our customers and clients, like if you're working with a larger company or somebody on the internet, it's hard to find someone to solve your problems, and with us, if you have a problem, we can get you a Jones in 30 minutes. You know, we love to stay up with the trends and put out new things for people to see. And we also, being in that New England market where it is more traditional, we do try to reflect those styles as well. So people really can pick from a variety of different styles and also a variety of different price points. We really try to train our people on style and design as well as the technical aspect, because missing one or the other can really throw everything off. So they have great insight. We really can take all those pieces together and create that full project.
Start your Snow & Jones project today. After the home and studio tour with Christine, she and I changed up and headed out to do some painting together. Although Christine has a wonderful studio, she considers herself primarily a plein air artist, and like the French Impressionists before her, she gets out of the studio and strives to capture the essence of a landscape by being in it and incorporating the natural light and colors into her work. We made our way to Mirbeau, which Christine said was a perfect setting for plein air painting, considering that plein air painting came about in the 1800s and was a central feature in the French Impressionist movement. And one of the notable features of Mirbeau is its garden and pond, complete with water lilies and inspired by the work of French Impressionist Claude Monet.
So dip your brush into that and put in your bridge, because we want to get some of that beautiful foliage, especially the lily pond. So it falls kind of like right in the middle of your grid. And when I'm kind of confused where to put things, I go back to my viewfinder and I look again and I map it out and I use my brush and I get back in there and I see that this really needs to come lower now.
Oh, that bridge.
I just saw that, yep, that I want that lower, and I had it a little bit too small. So now I have some rocks here. I can see this coming down here. And then above that is a row of those plants. And then behind that, there's more foliage coming up.
Yeah, no, I see
all
that.
The layers,
yeah.
We're getting all the layers. We're not really trying to draw what it is. We're just kind of like feeling.
Yeah.
So now I'm starting to add that color in. Can you see that murky kind of greeny, bluey kind of thing under the?
Yes, I can.
So this is that mixture. Time I was here, I sold a painting to a guest that came out.
Oh, you
So that
told
was
me.
fun.
We
He
were
really
talking on the
liked it.
phone, and you
Yeah.
said somebody bought it right
Yeah.
off of here.
I wanted to use it as a guide. I was like, oh, I have to start all over again.
That was awesome. Can you believe somebody just like saying,
I
"Oh, can I
know.
buy that?" That's so amazing.
And it feels so good when someone likes, like, it just makes my whole day if someone likes it.
Oh, your stones look really nice. I just did a little tiny bit on the bridge, just like
That looks really good.
Just popping
That
a
looks
little bit of
really
light
good.
where that
Yep.
is, and then a little bit more dark on the outside.
Yep.
All right, let's have lunch.
Let's eat. Oh, look, it's my friend Diane. Diane!
Hi, Diane with two N's.
No, I was going to bump into you.
My little girl.
Come in.
Hi, Diane with two N's. After painting at Mirbeau, we had lunch at Mirbeau, and were joined by Christine's friend, Nancy. It was a great day.
I've worked with Kristen and Julie for about 7 years now, and about 30 projects. They care as much as I do about the finished product. And every time I walk in, I'm always like, girls, what do we have new? And they always have things set aside to show me, and every time I go there, it's so exciting. They text me pictures as soon as tile comes in that they think is really exciting. Like, even on a Saturday, I'll get a text, and they'll know that I'm just as excited to see it as they are to share it. And so they're my go-to.
Recognized and respected. Classic tile and stone on Boston's South Shore. The next morning, I met Mirbeau's chef, Jes Childers, at Treeberry Farm in Scituate for some blueberry picking. How fun, though. We're going to be able to get blueberries for the meal, for some of the dishes. Okay, who's got the first one?
Oh, it's Parker.
Oh, your sound is different. Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, this one's got a lot of them. So tell me about the menu tonight.
So, the menu tonight will feature these blueberries in one dish, and that is going to be petite bellinis with blueberries and brie.
Yum. Wow.
And stone fruit chutney.
And stone fruit chutney. Wow, this one's filled.
I know.
They're really good. So in terms of, I mean, for blueberry picking for our menu tonight and the tuna poke, I mean, do you try to be as like locally sourced as you can? Is that, I mean, so many chefs are into that now, which seems so natural and so, it's so right on.
Yeah, well, as much as possible. When you get into larger volume, it gets a little bit more difficult, but, you know, like I'm doing oysters tonight as well, and those are locally sourced from Plymouth.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, I mean, wherever and whenever possible, I think local is best. You always want to support your local farmers.
Definitely.
And, you know, growers.
And this one I've been going to for years and years, since my boys were just little.
Yeah, thank you for the recommendation.
Oh, it's so fun.
Beautiful.
There's so many farms around here. I love it. I love it. Yeah, and so when did you get your passion for cooking? When did you know? Some people, it's like, oh, their grandmother. Some people say, oh, you know, I just happened to work in a restaurant and said, ooh, I kind of like this environment. I kind of like, when was your aha moment?
Well, I mean, I like to say that I didn't choose the cooking industry, that it chose me.
Ooh.
But I did start cooking when I was very young. My mother's philosophy was, if you can handle a dull knife, you can make your own peanut butter and jelly.
Nice.
She was a busy single mom.
Yes, okay.
And from that stemmed, if you can make a peanut butter and jelly, you can heat up a can of soup, or you can make a grilled cheese. And we used the oven and stove quite a lot. So I would open up the 1950s Betty Crocker cookbook, or Better Homes and Gardens cookbook that my grandmother handed down to her, and I would find something and just bake it, because we always had baking, you know, basics in the house: flour, butter, eggs, sugar, salt.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so we didn't need to overflow our buckets.
No,
and there was
not
plenty out
today.
there. We'll save it for some other people.
Yes,
This is plenty for what we need.
spread the wealth, right? These are
You want to
beautiful.
combine our buckets and then pay for it that way?
Here, let's do that.
Hello. Hello. Well, 1 pound. It's our first time together.
Aw,
That'll work.
that does work.
Well, thank you. So nice to see you again. And there's plenty of berries left for other people. Yeah.
We'll be in here Wednesday picking them. I love this place.
Thank you.
It's so adorable.
See what's just inside the door on the left. Check it out.
So
Hi, I'm Parker.
Parker, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hi, Lauren.
This is a Pintora.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you're a Pintora?
Yes, she's a Pintora.
Yes.
There's another Pintora. This
You're
is
a
Rita.
Pintora also. Hi, Rita. Nice to meet you. I love your top.
Back at Christine's lovely cottage home on cobblestone, the guests were starting to arrive. Meanwhile, Chef Jes from Mirbeau was in the kitchen preparing a variety of appetizers and small dishes. Tonight was not going to be the traditional sit-down dinner. Tonight was for mingling and sharing.
Right from work.
This is my other best friend, Diane. Come on.
Okay. Hi, honey.
I'll give you a hug too, Diane. You want to hug me? I'll hug you. I'm a hugger.
This is my little baby brother and his wife.
What?
How you doing? How are you? Come on in.
Oh, you're not Pantera.
How you doing?
Thank God, right?
Thank
Yeah. Beautiful. Really nice to meet you. This is your baby brother?
This is my baby brother.
I have one of those too. Hi.
This is Parker.
And so did we have a great time at the Blueberry Farm?
Yes, beautiful. I'm so glad that you introduced me to that place. Unfortunately, where I used to go when I was younger shut down. So thank you for taking me there.
So what are you going to do with those blueberries?
So what I'm going to do with those is I'm going to make mini blueberry pancakes today.
That's like a blini?
It's like a blini, yes. We'll call them petite pancakes.
Okay. Okay, where did you source your oysters? Because those look delightful.
These fancy oysters are from Plymouth, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Plymouth Rock Oyster Farm.
Nice.
That's where we
and
get.
now, is that one of the farmers you work with a lot?
Yes, yes.
Chef Jes, being sensitive, took the cue from Christine, and we made baked stuffed oysters in memory of Rick.
And this is one of his favorites.
So yeah, we wanna make
so
something
sweet.
that's gonna celebrate her husband. Absolutely.
So oysters, what are we doing here and how can I help you?
So I pre-shucked them.
All right, so you got a little bacon.
It's pancetta.
Oh,
so,
it's pancetta.
Yep, so it has been chopped and rendered.
You don't want to overcook your oyster.
Never. You still want some juice in there. You still want them to be moist. So here I have some fondue sauce.
Okay.
So it's a
What kind of cheese do you have in that?
Parmesan.
And what do you have, heavy cream in there? Or what?
Heavy cream, a little bit of
Youch.
white wine.
A little chive.
And then, yep, you want to mix your chives in.
So Jes understood that this was one of your husband's favorites.
It was absolutely his favorite. This reminds me of Rick.
That's amazing.
Cheers, Rick.
Cheers.
Cheers, Rick. Oh, gosh.
All right, down the hatch.
Yep, go for it.
Oh my God, this is so good. Oh, this is so good.
Fresh out of the oven.
Wow.
It's almost better
That's
when you eat them right off the
amazing.
pan, huh?
Yeah, yes. So this is my husband's favorite appetizer. Every time we went to Mirbeau, and he would always say to me, Christine, you have to try this. This is awesome. I'd say, I don't do oysters. No, I just can't do oysters. This is the first time I've had it, and I am hooked. I love it.
Amazing.
And he is very happy. He's looking down, and he's saying, I told ya! I told ya!
He's very proud.
All those
Very
years you didn't
proud.
even actually like try it for him.
Yes, I never even tried it. No, I don't do oysters. I do oysters now.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Very
Good,
brave.
right, Diane?
Fantastic.
So good.
We have one more course.
And this is our blueberries.
This is our blueberries. Yep.
That looks so delicious. So what do you do on the blini?
So
Blueberry inside.
blueberry inside, buttermilk.
And these are the ones we got.
Yes, they are. Yes. I have
You love
our-
that little place. It's so cute,
I
isn't
do.
it?
It was very cool. And a place I will probably go back to again. So it is a blueberry blini with double cream brie and stone fruit chutney. So it's a little sweet, a little savory. So it's kind of the dessert, if you will, but not cloyingly sweet.
I'm in no orange whatsoever.
Watermelon's one of my favorite fruits. It's really good. It's good for hydration.
It wakes you up. I love it. Yes. It wakes you up.
What an amazing day in Pine Hills. The painting, the blueberry farm,
the chef. The feeling that resonates is one of love and appreciation. Christine, we are here honoring your husband. We're honoring all of what is right now, because right now is all we have. Yes. And I love you, and I love your home, and I love your friends, and I'm so really grateful to be here with all of you. This has just been a spectacular night here on Cobblestone. Until next week, I'm Parker Kelly. Cheers.
Cheers! Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
And to you.